Today we're going to be covering the top 5 things that I would do if I was buying another Focus that was completely stock. So these are kind of, to me, these are like the essential mods that you should do to the car. These are mods that will actually make a difference on how the car drives, feels, or just your general experience with the car. All right, so number 1, the shifter. Making the shifter nice and tight and getting a short shifter is going to make a huge difference on the way the car feels. A common short shifter for this platform is going to be the SVT short shifter. And then as far as the shift bushings, to replace those, if you have any issues with that, there's a guy named Vince that sells them on the Facebook groups. So just search shifter bushings and you'll find it there. I also got a video on it there too. Now, the SVT does not have a short shifter. The Zx3 does. So let's take a look at that. So there's the shifter there. And yeah, that's just cheap, something on eBay or something. I'm not sure. Now, the SVT, I do plan to get the SVT short shifter. I just haven't done it yet. We're getting there. I don't have the money or the luxury to build an entire car in a 15-minute video. It doesn't work like that in real life. All right, next is going to be the exhaust. Any aftermarket exhaust, with the exhaust, FX Works makes a really nice exhaust. That would probably be the one I'd go with. Anything 2.5 inch is great. True Bends makes an exhaust. That's what I have on top of here. I have it with the Borla muffler. So if you're gonna look at buying True Bends exhaust, look at the video first so you know what you're getting yourself into. Borla used to make a catback for it. Unfortunately, they don't. My personal favorite on the SVT is the Borla exhaust. Not a huge fan of the MagnaFlow, although it's not bad. On the non-SVT models though, I do feel that it really needs a resonator in the exhaust, where the SVT you can kind of get away without it and it still sounds pretty good. That's just my personal opinion. And while you're doing the exhaust, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do the ORP. If you don't know what that stands for, it stands for off-road pipe. And basically it's called that because it's made for off-road, not to be driven on the street because of EPA and stuff like that. Basically, you take out your catalytic converter and you put that in place of it, and it's just a straight pipe going through. So if you don't necessarily need a catalytic converter for where you live or for what you're doing with the car, ORP 100%, I would go with it. That said, if you live in the US and you drive on the street, I cannot recommend doing it. I would never run without a catalytic converter in my car. No. All right, next would be the strut bar. Regardless which model you have, the strut bar. It may not make a huge difference in the handling because these chassis are pretty stiff actually, but it just looks so much better having the strut bar there. So highly recommend. As far as the intake goes, there's a lot of debate on that, but so what I found in my own testing on the SVT is that putting a cold air intake versus this intake, there's only like a 1 to 2 degree difference in air temperatures. And that's basically the cold air intake below my bumper. So for that little difference in the air temperature, I don't know if it's really worth putting a cold air intake on top of here. As far as the ram airs, you'll be just sucking up hot air at that point. So if you have the factory air box, just leave it, it's fine. You're not gonna get a noticeable improvement on putting any kind of intake on there. But the aftermarket intake will sound cooler. Tint is a must-have for any of my cars. You don't need to go super dark. Just darkening it some, to me, I just love the way it looks. This is my personal opinion. It also helps with reflecting some heat. Recommend doing tint. If I was buying a Focus again, that would be one of the first things I do, would be doing the tint. I do have a video of me doing the tint and what I've learned up here, there, somewhere. So if you're looking at trying to do tint yourself, check that out. It'll give you a starting point of what to look for and where to start searching and what videos to look at. Next up is suspension. Putting a set of drop springs with some aftermarket struts makes a huge difference. Even better, if you can go with coilovers, like a set of KWs or something nice, will make a huge difference. Currently what I have in this car is KW. They're amazing. Racelands aren't that bad either though. So if you're just looking to lower your car, Raceland is a good option to go with. Getting that ride height lowered makes a big difference on the way the car feels, drives, and looks. So 10 out of 10 mod. Suspension. If you have a Ford Focus, what items on this list do you have done to your Focus? And which ones you think I should have mentioned and did not mention? Thank you for watching. Aloha. Peace out. Catch you on the next one.
All right, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Aloha. Peace out.